Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. Um, Channel that keeps it 100. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, hit that notification bell so you can know when new videos are being uploaded, and share this channel with somebody. All right? So, I want to talk about COVID-19 and companies whose employees have been affected by the virus. Well, there's one company in particular, CTA. Let's talk about CTA. CTA don't care about their workers. They don't. These executives, these board members only care about the money. But what they fail to understand, if all your bus drivers get sick and infected by the virus, will your executives, your board members, be willing to step up and drive the bus with passengers on there who don't wear their mask and who's coughing on the bus, who's potentially infecting your drivers? And what kind of individuals are you all? And how heartless can you be to know that they're working in the public and you don't make sure that your drivers are safe just so you can collect $1 or $2? Here's my other thing with CTA. People have families. People have a life. Your board, your executives sit here and you all make this decision. You raise the fares. Services is okay. They're not always that great. And then you have these drivers working 4 hours in the morning, 3-hour break, and then 4 hours in the evening starting at 3 o'clock. Who was the dumb individual who came up with that idea? And why can't somebody work a straight 8 hours, have somebody relieving for lunch, and then you have shift that works that way? That don't make sense to me. And some of you all make these decisions on schedules that you yourself will not work. It's crazy. You all don't care if nobody's sick. You don't care if nobody, family members die. You want them to come to work irregardless to what's going on in their households. But what blows me is the very ones who sit their asses up there making the decisions are the very one, if their mother passes, they're going to take off. If they get sick, they're going to take off. And I bet you the ones that sit up there and make those decisions would not work the schedules that you provide for your bus driver. And how many of you executives would ride the bus with somebody on there that's coughing and not wearing their mask? That is ridiculous. They have to fight for payment when they're sick. Who does that? You all ain't missing a beat. You're not missing no money whatsoever. And to be that cruel, that cold-hearted, and that disconnected, and not, that's a I don't give a damn spirit that you all have. You don't give a damn about nobody's health. You don't give a damn about nobody's life. Just make sure you come to work so we can collect our money. So they get a check, but they working above and beyond for the check that they get. The check is not just enough for them to survive and pay bills. They're putting their life on the line. They have people on there that's rude, they spit on them and everything else. They cuss them out and everything else. And you all lay these rules down. And you don't think about the individual of the things they have to go through. Let's see you do a run for a full week, the executives, the board members. And let's see how many bus rides you would take with 20 people on your bus that's not wearing a mask, that's coughing and hacking, and see how you would like it. Let's see how you would like it. Because see, you all don't think about that when that individual gets infected, they have to go home to their family. And you don't know what the conditions of their households are. If somebody in there that's immune system is already compromised and they have to go home to that individual. Now they have to lay up here and wonder because they didn't get infected on your job and you have that I don't give a damn. You can quarantine for 14 days. But how does this affect me as an employee? How? People have surgeries, they get sick, they have serious illnesses, and they can barely make ends meet because you don't provide them with no finances so they can survive while they're out sick. You companies are you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And the only reason people won't quit because they need those jobs to take care of their families. But the way you treat your employees is ridiculous. And I say this and I'll say this again. You reap what you sow. Karma is real. For you executives and you board members that's so cold-hearted and you think it's okay to negate the needs of your employees and you don't understand the importance of making sure that they stay healthy and do right by them, shame on you. Shame on you. It really is. No passenger should be allowed to ride the bus without a mask, period. And no bus driver should be reprimanded for telling them they can't get on without a mask. And if they pull the mask down, they should be able to put their asses off the bus. That's how you protect your employees. That's how you do that. But I'm telling you, a lot of y'all executives don't need to be executives because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And people, your employees' well-being should be important. And I can see right now from the stories I hear, it's not. And some of these stories I hear about what they have to endure, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Life happens. If I get into an accident, that's not my fault. If I get sick, it's not my fault. If cancer invade my body, it's not my fault. Life happens. But see, you executives and you decision makers, you all have a set of rules for you. And then you have a set of rules for the workers. See, the executive boards and the board members, you all can do what you want to do. You're going to make an adjustment to your life until you get better. And your salaries are not going to be affected. Well, hell, that should be the same consideration you should have for your workers driving that bus. And you all should redo that schedule thing. You know, they can work straight hours and have a lunch break like anybody else. Who the hell gets up and drive a bus at 4 o'clock in the morning, you get off at 10 o'clock, and then you don't go back till 3 o'clock in the evening? What kind of crap is that you don't get off till 8 o'clock at night? Do you all realize some of these people have families, they have kids that, you know, before we got into the virus mode, that the kids want to come to see them in the place, and they can't do it because they got split shifts? Who does that? You know who does that? Stupid people. That's what they do. So let's call it what it is. Y'all dumb as hell. And you don't have no heart. So I said what I said. And I meant what I said. And I don't take it back. Because it's true. Think about it. All right. Subscribe. Leave a comment. We'll talk again.